Welcome to Show Em The Dore, the only podcast with but one episode left.
After
this
today,
next one.
After
not
today,
this
is,
Not this one, the next one.
Right.
We got one more.
Yeah.
In case I went over your heads there. It's the penultimate.
Pen. With
Ultimate.
an E.
Yeah,
Willem
like
made a bad
animals.
bowling joke.
Ultimate.
Like the
I
frisbee.
am the one to want you son to me, want to get respect from the streets.
Yeah, man, you got it, gang.
Enemies. You know that song?
I've heard that song. I don't think I could
Ultimate, alternate, you are the opposite.
Yeah,
By
man,
Denzel Curry?
Sure. I remember that in like 2016 whenever people do bottle flip challenges.
Yeah, it was a big song, man. Big song.
But
Big deal.
it's a little bit of a somber mood. I haven't even posted the last episode.
Chris has been crying.
I have, and I've been slacking on my job.
Is what it is, man.
YouTube was tweaking. I had it, and it said upload complete, and it was processing. And so I went and I was deleting all the episodes because like that one was enormous for some reason in the .mov file. And then YouTube was like, yeah, we lost your stuff. And I was like, well, shoot. And I kept the .mov file. I accidentally deleted the .mp4. So like, I actually was like really glad. Well, I don't know. It was a mixture because like I now have to re-edit the video, but at least I kept the video. You know what I'm saying? But YouTube was tweaking. And so hopefully if we get out of this in time, maybe I'll edit that and get it uploaded to YouTube. Depending
While you're
on...
waiting on your eye appointment.
Well, no, hopefully...
Which one's better, 1 or 2?
Jafar gets an eye exam for the cutaway from Family Guy.
What?
Do you not know that?
No.
There was a cutaway in an episode of Family Guy where it's like, oh, this is just as bad as all those Disney sequels. Like, and it was...
Jafar gets
it was Jafar. It was like Aladdin 8, Jafar gets an eye exam. And then he was like, 1 or 2? And it's Jafar in like the big ass hat. Excuse me. And he's like, 1 maybe? Like, it's a funny cutaway. But
for y'all who haven't had an eye exam, you're missing out.
I don't think you are, but...
Now they blow in your eyes and stuff. You look at that little farm, it goes... You go,
It does do that, but I don't like that. Why are you saying that's something to miss out on?
It's character building, man. I was afraid of that every time.
You were afraid of that?
I started getting eye exams when I was like 5. So
Okay.
yeah, I didn't like air being pushed into my eyes.
You act like I didn't... I was legally blind by 3rd grade.
Buddy, I had glasses in kindergarten.
Okay, and?
I'm blinder than you.
I don't know if that's true.
What's your prescription strength?
Like minus 4.75?
Buddy, mine is -7.
Is it really?
Yes.
Can I see your glasses real quick?
Yeah.
There's no way. Surely not. My God!
Well,
I'll be. That's crazy. I had no idea.
Yeah, I looked at him the other day. I said, oh, -7.
You got
-7.5.
You got like macular degeneration. What's up, gang? Wow, that's crazy. I had no idea.
The downfall of Mac Jones.
Yeah, for real, actually. He got traded like the Jags.
Ugh. They got 2 weird white guys on their team. One of which is good at football, the other which sucks.
The other one is okay at football.
Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, I don't
pretty
really believe in him all that much.
So first, we'd like to congratulate all the doors in the NFL, which is to say, not that many that actually like go here, because like Ray Davis made it.
Yeah, he did. He got drafted too.
He got drafted, but he went to Kentucky after us.
Yeah.
So not wishing him luck. Cam Johnson, the SETD alum. If you haven't seen that episode, please go back and watch our Cam Johnson interview. Very good guy. Now,
really good guy.
He's in the NFL.
Yeah, he
signed a deal with the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. Matthew Hayball, our punter.
Hayball, yeah, that's the only one.
He got to the Saints. No, Jalen Mahoney went somewhere.
Oh, I did forget about Jalen Mahoney.
I think he went to the 49ers.
Man, throw back to that time Jalen Mahoney saw our stuff and then ignored us for years.
Yeah, we've still left him speechless to this day.
Yeah, Jalen Mahoney's favorite podcast.
That was a funny season 1 bit.
Nah, that was a good bit. We had some good stuff going for us back in the days.
We're not like we're like LeBron. We're old and washed.
Yeah.
That's not true. He's not washed. We're not either.
Well, he's not washed. He just can't win anymore.
He's just not he's not LeBron that's gonna like take a team of bums to the finals.
Did you see? You probably haven't because it's like just one random post. I saw a post this morning, and it was like rate LeBron's time in LA, and it was like missed the playoffs, won the championship, lost in the first round, missed the playoffs, lost in the first round.
Yeah.
He also went to the conference finals.
I don't know. Like I think
swept.
I think he did. I think he did exactly what they traded everything for him to do.
I mean, when you build that team around him, yeah, I'd expect maybe one championship.
You got Darvin Ham.
Yeah, like.
And who was the other coach they had?
Luke Walton for a little bit back in the days.
No, the one after him. Frank Vogel.
Frank Vogel. Who did he coach before?
I don't know.
I want to say he coached the Pels or something. Bunch of bums though. Like I don't know why not good. Like big winning teams like the Lakers and the Milwaukee Bucks can't find a coach. Like what's the matter with you guys? Like the Milwaukee Bucks are a perennial contender, but they have Doc Rivers just absolutely tanking. Like he's selling single-handedly. There's nothing wrong with that team except they fired their coach midway through and hired Doc Rivers, who shouldn't be an NBA coach.
Regular season coach of the year, though.
That was not my fault. Y'all are trash. Have y'all seen that little video? It's funny.
It is funny. No, but going back to what I was saying.
I know you thought I forgot about you, but I did not.
It was a bit of a somber episode. Yeah, this has been, it's been a long time coming, and we've had, well, I think we're going to hit exactly 75 videos on the channel.
Really?
So we have 72 right now. I have one to post. We're recording one now, and then our last one next week.
That's 25 a year.
Yeah.
Like exactly.
I'm sure that there are some that we did more and some that we did less. But
yeah, but on average,
yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. We're awesome. Almost as if we planned this.
We didn't.
We did not. We didn't plan much at all. We just reserve the space.
Yeah, we reserve the space. We come here and we sit in front of a camera and talk to you
Apparently,
guys.
we make Arlon money.
Yeah, I didn't realize Ardalan made hourly off of us. Bro was not sharing the bag.
He also leaves most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time he sets it up.
Billable hours.
Most of the time he's like, all right, what's up, guys? Good stuff. Make sure to take it all apart whenever you leave.
Yeah, so if you're the person that pays him, know that he does not work.
If you're the IRS, he is committing tax fraud.
You're the IRS.
One of our 93 subscribers is the IRS.
Not someone with them, just the IRS.
It's the IRS's like official YouTube channel. Yeah.
Their first video is how to do your taxes.
Yeah, it's
Their
like
second
what is
video
a W-2?
Correction, we were so wrong. Sorry, we sent so many of you to jail. Apology episode.
It has a ukulele. Yeah, no. What is a W-2? W-2. We do have some sports to talk about.
Some.
We have, namely, 4 games of baseball.
Names.
Do you know who we played?
Tennessee Tech.
We played them yesterday. Yeah, we played this weekend?
Not Kentucky, was it?
Nope.
LSU?
Nope.
Florida?
Nope.
Then it's the secret last team. I don't know. Mississippi
Which one?
State?
Yep.
Anyway, I was going down the list of like a month ago you told me our last few opponents. So now I'm finally on to, the last opponent that I remember you saying.
Yeah.
And we play Tennessee next week?
Yeah, if that's graduation week.
I'm him! Yes. Not this weekend, but next.
I have to get tickets for my family.
For the graduation?
No.
Sorry. For the graduation
for the game.
Weekend game?
Yeah.
Sold out, buddy.
Sure, but I get it from students.
Yeah, but like, they don't do the thing with screenshots anymore. You have to log into the account and download it.
I have always rolled up with screenshots and they just kind of go for it.
They don't scan it?
Well, like, I go up and I'm like, oh, here's my ticket, and they scan.
No, like, I pulled up my ticket to give it to Brooke when she brought her dad, and it wasn't a scan one. It was you hold it up to a little thing.
Oh, no, we have Scan. Every time I've gone to a baseball game, they have the scans.
When's the last time you went to a baseball game?
I went to the Florida games.
When was that?
Not this past weekend, but the weekend before.
Interesting. I may have been one down. I don't know why they give me the tickets you can scan.
I don't know.
Oh, well. Doesn't matter.
But,
just wanted to give you a heads up there. I thought you were in some trouble.
I think I'll be okay.
You'll be alright. They'll break in. Fences aren't that high.
That'd be kind of rough if we didn't get those, but I need to grab them from.
We just gotta log in 9 people's accounts and sign on in. Or
I bet I could.
Yeah, you definitely could. You gotta get a bunch of people's EU IDs and stuff, or not EU ID, VU ID.
Yes,
that's the Kroger one. So I just
wow.
Enterprise.
But so let's go through sports real quick. Mississippi State. We came out the first game, and it was a bit of a rough deal we had going on because we knew we were coming into the week with less pitchers than we wanted to because J.D. Thompson got ejected from the Florida game.
Foreign substance.
For theoretically a foreign substance.
Theoretically?
Some people think it was just like sunscreen and sweat mixed with the rosin bag that you're allowed to have.
Uh-huh.
Which is like, I mean, that is what some pitchers use.
They said, I don't know what this is. He's out.
Yeah. But
I burn easily.
And then Ethan McIlvain got hurt going into the game. He like pulled his back. Or something like that. And so we go into the first game, and it's Bryce Cunningham's game. And Bryce Cunningham pitches a complete game shutout.
Oh.
We beat them 4-0. Offense wasn't great, but when you have a complete game shutout, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Great game. It was him versus Carl Stevens, who is the best pitcher on that Mississippi State roster. And we opened with back-to-back home runs.
Oh.
Like first pitch, Vastine hit a home run. And then maybe not back-to-back. Maybe it was Vastine hit a home run, R.J. Austin didn't, and then Espinal did.
Allen, man.
Either way, good first game. Let me have a lot of hope considering that their second game was TBA on terms of who was pitching, and we had Carter Holton pitching. Yeah. With that being said, we did nothing in the second game. Carter Holton did what he does, which is about 6 to 7 innings of 3-run baseball. And that was one of his worst outings. You know, that's just what Carter Holton is. And we had no offense, and then our relievers kind of broke down, and we ended up losing like 7-2, which was frustrating. But whatever, we're going into day 3 against the pitcher that they have, whose last name is Cajinte. It's like Cjinte. And he's really interesting because I think he hurt one of his arms, but he's a pitcher that pitches with both hands. He's a switch pitcher.
You have one of those weird gloves?
Yeah, like the reversible ones. Yeah, not reversible, but like ambidextrous.
Wow.
And so like he'll pitch like to righties with his right hand and lefties to his left hand. But I think he got hurt, and so he had to pitch just righty this time.
Oh, interesting.
Either way, we did absolutely nothing for the first few innings. We were down like 6-2 for a while. We actually came back and we're up 7-6 going into the 9th inning. And they have one guy who can hit the ball and has been hitting the ball all weekend. And the bases are empty, and we have 2 outs. And you just intentionally walk this guy because he's just been punishing us all weekend.
Yeah.
And we didn't, and he hit a solo shot, and then we didn't do anything in the bottom of the 9th. We lost the series 1-2, and that's a really bad series to lose.
Yeah.
Mississippi State is like a fringe top 25 team, but like we're trying to host.
Yeah.
And that's not a good way to host, especially when our next 3 series, maybe there's only 2 left. Our next 2 series are Tennessee and Kentucky. No, we have Georgia, Tennessee, Kentucky.
Yeah, because Georgia's this weekend.
Yeah, Georgia is this weekend. Tennessee's the next weekend.
And Kentucky's the last.
Yeah, and so like we need to sweep Georgia, which is going to be rough because Georgia has some insane power hitting. I think that every one of those games will go over the over-under line.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that our pitching will be able to hold them to none, but Georgia's pitching is also terrible. There was a 17-run first inning in the Georgia-Texas A&M game.
Wow.
It was Georgia put up an 8 spot in the first, and then Texas A&M put up a 9 spot in the first. Imagine you go up 8-0 in the first. You're like, oh,
no
we're feeling
way they
great.
matched that one.
And then you're like, oh.
Well, I'll be.
Yeah. It ended where Texas A&M mercy ruled Georgia. Oh, no. So, like, imagine putting
you
up
put up
8.
8 in the first inning and you think, we got this game. And you're going home in the 8th and you're like,
You're going home in the 7th, like, well, how did that happen? No. You go up 8 in the first, and you're like, this is about to be a short game, baby. The 7th ends, you're on the bus ride home, like,
guess we could catch the end of the Auburn game.
Yeah. like I just, oh my gosh. The thing is Vandy is doing the very common 2/3 of the season slump. And I'm actually like, it's gotten to a point where I'm a little desensitized to it.
Yeah, I mean, it just makes sense.
It's just what we do. I think part of it is because our finals are so much harder than everybody else's.
Real?
I actually believe that wholeheartedly.
Yeah?
If our finals week is so hard, these kids are not focusing on baseball. And you can just tell.
Dude, even those HUD majors out there thinking, man, I got to put together my big old paper for Andy Van Schack.
I got to color in the lines.
This is the big test we've been practicing for this one.
Yeah, no, and so I think...
He's up on the mound like, what's the number that comes after 5? What's the number that comes after 5?
I think that this weekend we'll probably do better because...
Finals are over?
Yeah, I mean, I have to...
I'd like to graph that correlation, actually.
It's happened every year.
Yeah.
Every year during, like, our finals week, our team loses
because that's
series.
What I was thinking. It's really not a 2/3 of the season. It's in that final third, like, well into the final third. So it's lines up pretty well with finals. Because it's about, like, just before we go home, we start losing a lot, and it's like, oh.
Maybe we're bad. And then, like...
Bummer.
And then
you get into it, and you're
like last year, then we beat
why are we
Arkansas.
playing good baseball again, man?
Yeah, and then like last year we beat Arkansas. We came back, and it was like, oh my gosh. And then we won the SEC tournament. And you're like...
Hold on, you're on to something here. Buddy is cooking.
Yeah, I'm cooking. I swear to God.
We should ask somebody.
And so, like, we'll see if it actually gets...
tipping off Corbs.
What is the tip? You guys suck during finals? like we don't control the scheduling.
Classes.
No.
Only get into classes where if you get 100 on everything, you can fail the final and still get a C. Only be in those classes.
But like, so I imagine this is the last week that we have like even close to finals. So I mean, I hope we beat Georgia. If we sweep Georgia, I'd be really happy. But then like we then play like the number 2 and Tennessee's the number 4 overall team this year, and Kentucky's like number 5. Like yeah, if we beat both those teams, we're hosting, and we're hosting like a national seed. I just don't know if we are.
Wow, crazy.
But if we could go on a heater and just win 9 straight games, like I would believe we were the best team in the league.
We very well could be. But like that's like saying, so you're saying if we go on and win 9 straight games against some of the best teams in the country, we're some of the best teams in the country.
Yep.
That's like me saying if I go and play the lottery and I win the lottery, I have a lot of money. Yeah, that's how that works, man.
Well, but it's just like.
Thanks for your insight there, man.
This
is some real analysis here. We got the analytics. This is some RG3 level.
Well, right now we're not even hosting. Right now we're ranked like 17. We're gonna be a 2. What are you?
If they win the NBA Finals, they're champions. Like,
what's wrong with you? What do you want me to say? What do you?
I don't know, man. Just keep it going.
But like, we got to deal with Georgia, Georgia has the nation's home run leader on the team.
Oh yeah, what's his name?
Charlie Condon.
Is he draft eligible?
I don't know.
I hope so. I want him out of here.
Get that guy out of here.
I want him thinking about the pros, man.
That's funny. I think I don't know, to be honest with you. He might be a sophomore.
Like what, 5'20"? He better be old.
Let's look at his. Let's just peep real quick.
No way you should be able to do that at a young age.
Let me just spit a game real quick.
Let me.
Charlie Condon. Wait. It's a redshirt sophomore.
So he could be old.
Yeah, he could be a draft eligible.
So how old does that make him? How old do you have to be?
21. Is Charlie Condon draft eligible? Yes, he is.
Oh, thank God. I didn't want to be cooked by him all year again.
Dude, he's already hit 30 home runs.
That's not okay.
Dang. He's strong potential to be the number 1 overall pick.
Coming out of Georgia. Wow. And like, what
it's like
have they
Ant.
done? Yeah, literally. That's what I'm thinking. Is every once in a while, Georgia just has a guy that like is generationally talented, but then they still do nothing.
Yeah, except for football.
Like, what's wrong with that university that they can only like they sold the soul of their other programs to get some wins in football?
Which is fair.
Which is so fair because that's honestly. If you're good at football,
Tennessee over here, like, awesome. We're an everything school. We're always ranked in the top 25 in everything. We just don't win nothing.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was a rough weekend for Mississippi State. We played Tennessee Tech last night.
Oh boy.
And
oh boy.
The thing is like
quite a game there.
It was one of the games where like about 4 innings through, you just have to turn it off and be like, you know what? I choose my happiness.
Yeah. Prioritizing myself here.
We were down like 6-1, and I was like, this is terrible. And my mom was watching the UT game, and she was like, we just lost to Lipscomb. And I was like, well, that's odd. Okay.
Number what team in the nation?
The number 4.
And what's Lipscomb?
They are really bad. They're about .385 on the year in terms of winning percentage. She turned on the Vandy game, and sometimes I wonder if my mother is a good luck charm. But as soon as she turned the game on, we scored like 6 runs.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Thank you.
But then we did the very common thing called giving up a solo shot in the 9th and then doing nothing in the bottom of the 9th to go to extras.
Happens.
And then nobody did anything in the 10th, and we get to the 11th, and we get out of it. Grayson Carter has now pitched 3.5 innings. His pitch comes out like 60, which means he can't really pitch till at least Saturday. Really great job there, Corbs. Yeah. But I guess he didn't know he was going to go to extras. But then we're sitting here like, well, what are we going to do? And Jack Bolger got a single. Diaz walked, maybe. I think Jonathan Vastine hit like a beautiful bunt. And so it's RJ Austin up. And the bases are loaded. Ball. I'm like, good. I'm like, take. Ball. 2-0. Strike. I'm like, oh, God.
It started.
Ball. I'm like, 3-1. We're saying this to the moon. And the 3-1 ball comes, and it is the worst pitch I've ever seen, and hits RJ Austin right on the shoulder. And we walk off, bases loaded, hit by pitch, Tennessee Tech.
That's insane. That's a beautiful game, man. That's baseball.
That's
America.
It almost felt demoralizing.
It's like, Coach, I know we're gonna get cooked on this. Can I hit him? Coach, he's gonna go yard on me. Can I just hit him?
He's like, yep, throw away the game. There were no outs. Like, I mean, like, any
it's
long
over.
fly
like,
ball.
It is over.
I'm surprised we didn't like do a squeeze play. Our offense has just been terrible these past few weeks. Like, the thing is what made our offense so good at the start of the year is we'd get guys on base and then play with speed. It's like nowadays we don't get guys on base. We don't steal when they are on base. We don't play small ball because Lord knows we don't have the power. We're trying to get the power. Like, we've in our lineup, we have like Espinal, Leneve, Braden Holcomb most days. We don't really have him in most days. Our DH is like generally Colin Barksy at this point in time, who is a freshman with power. And the thing is the power is coming. Like, we are, like, everyone's like, Vandy doesn't recruit power hitters. That's not true. Because all of those guys, other than Allen,
they're all freshmen.
Well, Leneve is also a senior. But, like, next year, people who will be mainstays in the lineup include Logan Poteet, who has immense power potential at catcher. Braden Holcomb will be in the lineup and has immense power potential. Colin Barksy, immense power potential, probably has a DH. Matt Austinfort led the Cape Cod League in home runs this past year. He's gonna be in our lineup at playing like first base.
It's crazy to me that you can lead the Cape Cod League in home runs and then take a nice little seat on the bench at Vanderbilt.
Like, and that's just the case. Like,
that's how it is.
But like,
man.
that will be 4 bats in the lineup who are like consistent power guys.
Yeah.
And then the other 5 guys that we'll have in the lineup next year are going to be like, Jaden Davis out for the season, you think? He got... So, I didn't even talk about this. I forgot about this whole thing in Mississippi State. So, we were going to win the game.
Which one?
Second or third. The third.
Oh.
Because we were tied. No, we were up a run, right? Mm-hmm. And then we get guys on first and second, with nobody out in the bottom of the 8th.
Uh-huh.
And Jaden Davis comes up to bat, and I love Jaden Davis. He is all reliable. Bro squares to bunt, gets absolutely slammed by the pitch in the face. They call it a strike because he was bunting. And so he did, like, it was like review because initially they gave him the base. Bro has a damaged orbital bone that requires surgery.
Oh my gosh!
Then,
you don't see him at the eye doctor.
For real, bro. And so then, like, we bring in Calvin Hewitt with 0-2, immediately strikes out, and then, like, we don't get any runs. And,
wow.
like, Jaden Davis definitely gets that bunt down, or if it's anywhere not in his face, he gets hit by pitch, and then we have the bases loaded with no outs, and we at least get one more run.
That's actually crazy.
And we would have won the game had that not happened.
Wow. Hit him.
So, yeah, no, it was frustrating.
That's
for sure.
wild, dude.
But yeah, so like right now we have Kojal playing second base.
Camden.
But like that's who will probably play. I don't know if that's who will play second next year, because like we're losing. We're losing Diaz, Vastine probably, Hewitt, Leneve. So like guys.
Oh, what's his name?
Who?
The catcher.
Oh, and Espinal. Yeah, but I've already talked about Poteet.
Yeah.
But so like next year, like the guys that we're gonna have for like contact hitting are like Matthew Polk will have. We'll have Kojal, who will take a step forward.
Yeah. Because how old is he?
He's a freshman. He's a true freshman.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought he was a transfer.
No.
Wow.
Yeah. Hopefully we have like Humphrey.
Yeah. Landon or Jacob?
Jacob.
Okay.
And like we have some guys obviously like on the bench that are good. But like
we're returning almost our entire outfield. Minus Leneve and what's his name?
So 1/3?
Yeah. I mean, we got some like bench guys.
Oh, like RJ Austin will be here.
RJ will be here for one more year.
So like I'm actually very hopeful about our roster next year. I think we're constructed well in terms of hitting. With that being, like, I guess we're keeping Dick Kanich another year because he's been hurt every single time.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, next year, I guess our pitchers are going to be, like, Ethan McIlvain. Maybe for future. Maybe he'll stay because he's been hurt and he hasn't been that great this year.
He wants to prove himself.
But, like, Holton and Cunningham are gone. Which is crazy to think about, right?
Yeah. Like, the guys that we remember, like, when they came here are leaving. Like, when we were younger, it was like, oh, yeah, these guys have been here for years.
Like, yeah, freshman
before
year, it's like,
us.
oh, Jack and Kumar are gone.
Yeah, like, they've been here for years, you know. Now it's like, no. And I remember when these guys, like, were freshmen.
Yeah.
We joked about him and Kendall Cheeseman, like, years ago. And now he's, like, going to the MLB, perhaps. That's crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
That'll make you feel old.
But yeah, like Diaz is probably gone.
Yeah, Diaz is gone for sure.
Vastine will be gone.
Vastine's gone. I'm gone.
Oh, okay. But so second base will be Jaden Davis.
Jaden Davis.
Short will be I don't know, actually.
RJ.
That's
We're
what I was
moving
thinking.
him in.
But then who's third? Is that like Matt Austinford or Braden Holcomb, whoever plays the other one?
Braden Holcomb.
Okay, no, here, I got it. Matt Austinford first, Jaden Davis second, RJ short, Braden Holcomb third. Outfield, RJ in center, Polk
You've said RJ in the lineup twice.
I have, haven't I? Polk in center.
Yep.
Who's done well for us there, semi?
Yeah. Humphrey?
Humphrey in center. Polk in left. And a freshman in right.
Hopefully, yeah.
And maybe a freshman DHing.
Still, like, that's a lineup that I feel good about.
Yeah. I mean, like, we have people who I believe can take those steps.
Yeah, and we're only banking on 2 freshmen.
And that's about, like, what we normally have.
Yeah.
Like,
We've got a great deal of freshmen coming up.
That's just playing the stats.
Yeah, that's how it goes, man.
Well, it's 11:40.
Yeah, so much time, dude. All right, another hour. Show 'em the door coming up.
Well, after this ad break, no. But so that's all the baseball. This morning, Vin Allen Lubin transferred.
To where?
Well, he's entered the transfer portal.
Oh, no. Van Allen Lubin?
Yeah.
I read through a Collins announcement again, and it was like, this is not to say that I won't come back to Vanderbilt after they make a coaching decision. So, like, that makes me feel a little better about maybe having
Didn't
him
JRT say that as well?
I think so. But Jason Veritor has transferred to the University of San Francisco.
Did he really?
Yeah, WCC ball.
Good for him.
Good for him, man. I never really liked him for some reason.
I like JRT.
I know. But we have a lot of good transfers. Like, Byington is bringing in a lot of boys.
I just would have liked VAL there as well.
Yeah, because he was good. And if he could, like, play to his position next year, buddy, he's going to be awesome. If he didn't have to play the 5 every day.
Maybe we're getting Omar.
Maybe we're getting Omar. You know he's ranked the #1 transfer?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Can you imagine?
I remember
We
seeing
land
this kid,
Omar.
I remember seeing this kid on the bench, firmly, squarely on the bench at Gonzaga games. He'll come in for the last minute and a half and be clumsy and foul. Like, that's about it. And I'd say, one of these days he's going to be good. And then he immediately left when Tommy left. I didn't think he'd transfer away from Arizona. That's kind of crazy to me. Because Tommy is like...
the bag.
Tommy was already, yeah. Tommy was the international guy, so, like, he would go out and see all these people. So, Omar's probably known Tommy for, like, 5 years now. So, it's weird to me that he's like, nah. I know I followed you out here and succeeded. I'm going to go somewhere else. Dude, I remember we would put him in, and I think, oh, no. Our season's over, man.
It's either that or you guys are up like 50.
He gets some tournament minutes, and I'm like, oh, don't sell the game, Omar. But I did like him. He was a nice presence to have. At the time, he was our only true center, and then he left, and now we don't have a true center, so.
That's like the classic Gonzaga way.
Yeah, small ball. Put some little dude up at the 5 like Drew Timmy or...
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember the dude's name this year. Guy from Wyoming. But dude, To see Omar here would be insane.
Omar was committed to Coach Mark Byington at Vanderbilt.
Omar.
You know, Jonas Adu left Tennessee.
Yeah.
And he went to Arkansas
What?
with Coach Cal.
Really? Wow, I hope they suck, man.
I think there was a rumor floated that they paid him like $1.8 million.
That's insane. Adu.
Yeah,
He's nice.
Adu is fine.
He's nice.
Adu's the reason we lost to Purdue.
Happens, man.
Bro could not make the simple midi.
No, Purdue does that to you, man.
And I know what you're saying, and I've played basketball and I've been like that, where I'm like, okay, he's not coming out to guard me, I really gotta make this and then brick it every time.
Yeah.
But like, if I'm also not a college basketball player, and I'm not Jonas Adu, who I know has made that shot a million times, and if he just made that shot, we would have beat Purdue by like 12.
Dude, a good quarter of Gonzaga's points comes from that little floater, little weird thing where Anton just puts it in, or Graham Ike just puts it in. That's the dude's name I was thinking of. Or even Ryan Nembhard just puts it in. And we missed that shot like 20 times against Purdue for no reason at all.
I was going nuts.
Zach Edey's not a good defensive presence. He didn't body up on anybody.
No, he doesn't.
And you just miss.
People are like, he doesn't.
And it's like,
he fouls more in rebounding than he does on defense.
yeah.
Like, he doesn't.
He never gets called for fouls. And then he's like, what? And they're like, maybe we should look at it.
They look at it and they're like,
the one that we posted of Oscar being
Oscar
like,
Sheboy.
we would like get called for a foul after I elbow a Vanderbilt player to the ground.
he's like, it's a banger.
He's
tweet.
made it to the league, Oscar Sheboy.
Yeah, really. Does he get minutes?
Yeah, playing for the
who?
Indiana Pacers.
Huh? They're in the playoffs.
Dude, the Pacers, kind of crazy
on,
because
what?
like they've got him producing. They've got Andrew Nembhard, like a 37th, 35th pick, producing.
Box score.
Nobody on their team, dog. They're doing really well.
Bro did not play last game.
Who?
Sheboy.
Sheboy, that makes sense. It's the playoffs, bro. But he put up like semi-decent season stats.
Let me look at the roster position. Is he not listed as a center?
I have to imagine.
He's listed as a power forward.
Oh.
Bro put up 3, 0, and 2 a game.
Like, that's so much better than I ever thought for him. Like, legitimately, I thought he could be like a 0.1, 0, 2 kind of guy. If he makes it to the league.
I'm going to keep it a buck with you, gang. Bro almost did not play this year. You're lying on the podcast.
But that's so much more than I thought he would have.
He got 1 minute in the play-in game versus the Lakers. He put up 1 and 1 though.
Good for him.
Yeah, but bro did not play.
Still more than I thought. I didn't think he'd make it into the G League.
Andrew
I thought,
Nembhard.
wow, this bum's just
Andrew
gonna go
Nembhard did go
straight
9-4 and has 9-4 and 2.
I know. That's wild. That guy shouldn't be a pro. You know who plays for the
Oh yeah, he put up 12, 3, and 5 last game.
the G League team of Milwaukee?
Who?
Is the GOAT himself, Drew Timme.
Oh, good. In their
Never dreaming of the league.
in their win versus Milwaukee, Andrew Nembhard put up 15, 3, and 9.
Yeah, like, why is he good? He hit a buzzer beater early in the season.
He had a better stat line than Aaron Naismith.
Yeah.
Huh. Are the Pacers good?
Yeah, they got a couple nice guys.
I see Pascal Siakam, Aaron Naismith, Miles Turner, Tyrese Halliburton, and Andrew Nembhard. With Obi Toppin, I don't know who Jarris Walker is. Doug McDermott.
Doug McDermott still plays? Oh my god.
He got a full 2 minutes.
I love Doug McDermott. He's so old.
Ben Shepherd comes off the bench for him and gives them minutes. TJ McConnell comes off the bench and gives them minutes.
What about their lottery pick? The Arizona kid.
What's his name?
Oh, I gotta really think.
Benedict Mathurin.
Benedict Mathurin, yeah. He was so nice.
He must have gotten hurt.
Oh, he put up like 15 a game.
He must have gotten hurt because in the game versus the Lakers, he put up 20 and 2.
Yeah. Benedict Mathurin's nice.
Yeah, like so you
Those
can
are
see
good stats.
Well, yeah, he has all of these, but then like as it gets to 3-7, he must have gotten hurt because he didn't play at all
Yeah,
for like a month.
year. Wow.
And then he played this game and he hasn't played since.
Wow.
So I don't know what happened to him.
Scottie Pippen made it to the league this year.
Oh, he needs season-ending surgery on March 9th. Shoulder. Yeah, he played a couple.
G.G. Jackson Jr. is like, okay. Which is insane to say, because I thought he was going to be the biggest bum in the league. He was just a boy, and my dad and I yelled at him. I like to think that Bill character.
That's big of you.
I will never forget the South Carolina game over winter break last year. My dad and Anthony and I were there. I think Luke was there even. He didn't want to be there, but we were there yelling at G.G. Jackson. Your coach doesn't like you. Your teammates don't like you. No one wants you to be there. You're taking up minutes from people that are way better than you. Sit down. And we're yelling at him like the whole thing. Just saying weird stuff to him like that. We know he hears us because the arena is silent. There are a couple South Carolina fans, a couple of rows behind us in the student section, which is crazy to me. And they're yelling. And Liam goes to the line like late in the game to like pretty much seal it out.
To ice it.
And they're like, no way you're making this, Liam. You're going to miss. He drains it. No way, you do that again. Liam, he drains it. Next position, foul him. He's at the line. Liam. One more time. No way you're getting. Nails it. He hit 6 straight free throws to end the game. And this dude behind us is like, there's no chance that you make your 5th in a row right here. You're missing. You're bricking hard off the backboard.
Hours of
it. Give it up for day 17. No, it's crazy. I couldn't believe it, actually.
Liam. Here we go again.
Those guys were funny. I dapped them up after the game.
That's funny. I like that. Well, that's all the sports I have. Yeah. Quite the year indeed.
Indubitably.
Yes. Indubitably.
Fancy some steak, Kawhi? Indubitably.
I don't think I have anything else, do you?
I don't think I do either.
Well, for the second to last time ever, all the way from...
Hold on. Wait, no. I saw something the other day that I had to talk about here. Babe Ruth style.
Okay.
Babe Ruth style. He wakes up.
By the way.
He has like
4 cigars.
No.
Beats 3 women.
He has like a bottle of scotch mixed with ginger ale.
Okay.
And what did he have for breakfast? Yeah, he has something crazy for breakfast, like 4 eggs, 4 things of whatever, like a bunch of stuff, just like on top of each other again. Yeah, like weird stuff like that, right?
Hold on, let's look it up.
And then for lunch he has like I don't remember how they described it, but it was like something light and reasonable of like 4 steaks. He has
would wake up in the morning and eat steak and potatoes for breakfast along with half a dozen eggs, then wash it down with 4 cups of bourbon and ginger ale. A real breakfast of champions. Later in the day, Ruth would consume 2 steaks for lunch, 2 steaks for dinner. Sometimes for a treat, he would throw lamb chops on top of his steaks. Why not? And would snack on up to a dozen hot dogs each and every day. And as an after-dinner dessert, he'd have chocolate ice cream and pickled eels. How did this man not immediately die while standing at home plate is a miracle.
They broke it down in some video. They were like, he had a nice breakfast in the morning, blah, blah, blah. He had a light lunch and a light dinner, both of the same thing. 4 steaks and whatever. He, between dinner, would have a hearty snack of 4 hot dogs and 4 beers. He would have another snack after his second dinner of 4 hot dogs and 4 beers. What? This guy's insane. It's nuts. He's my hero. Wow. Legitimately a hero to us all. But that's all I had to say. I had to bring that to your attention.
I'm really glad, man. I'm Babe Ruth, by the way.
I'm Babe Ruth, by the way.
That's one of my favorite moments on the podcast.
That's what I was thinking. Is I'm like, man, I've enjoyed this podcast. And I was thinking about the Babe Ruth thing. And I'm like, oh, I learned some stuff about him, man.
Well, maybe we'll have like a long finale.
Maybe we'll have Babe Ruth on.
You never know.
Like in all those lame baseball movies where his ghost is there for some reason. When did he die?
I'm Babe Ruth, by the way.
Because like his ghost is in a lot of old movies.
When did Babe Ruth die? 1948.
1948?
Yeah, he never saw World War II. Wait, yeah, he did.
Hold on. My concept of time is way off. He died in 48? When did he play ball?
Well,
47.
probably died at home plate, knowing that guy.
He's like that.
When was Babe Ruth born?
You got a lot of questions.
1895.
Wow, he was in his 50s?
Yeah.
I mean, it tracks.
Yeah.
When did he, wow.
So he probably played like, in the 30s.
20s and 30s, yeah. Jeez.
Babe Ruth, by the way.
I'm Babe Ruth, by the way. I gotta go be in some other lame movie about some kid who's terrible at baseball. I'm Babe Ruth, by the way. Just as a reminder to us all.
Well, with that, now, for real, for the second to last time ever, all the way from the Curb Center Studios here in Nashville, Tennessee, this has been Show 'Em the Door.